Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where I have a beef with the Arabians. And that beef is that they declared war on us, and I'm not okay with this. Now, I'm currently showing that their military strength is a little bit stronger than ours, but honestly, with the way this guy fought that war, I kinda don't care. I kinda just want to attack this guy back. Unfortunately, we don't have great claims against him. So maybe we'll just say that revenge is a dish best served cold, now that we know that we're capable in some situations of attacking this guy. We'll just hold off until we have a good claim on him, maybe. Now, he did pay us a lot of cash, and I would like to definitely make sure that we are investing in all of these locations, and in fact we are. This does, of course, mean that we could potentially take Egypt from the Arabians. And thinking about that, I don't know. I've been giving it some thought recently about whether we want to care about that or not. Because, and sure, I'll just do that. The reason why I've been thinking about that is because I've been considering, in terms of defensive plans, if we fight these guys, do we think they will still join us in a crusade if we get attacked with a crusade? I think the answer is yes. And we wouldn't be fundamentally weaker if we took territory from them. We would be stronger, they would be weaker, so the entire alliance would be a wash, right? So I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to fight them eventually. Maybe we should just go for this little exclave that they've got. Can we get that? This is a duchy. And that's a duchy. That is really deeply inefficient. Okay. I think given the likely cost of the war, I think it's currently not worthwhile, but they are definitely on my radar for revenge at this point. It will happen. Maybe after we take these. We were planning on fighting them at that point anyway, but we're just going to keep an eye on it. If we have a good CB, then we'll go. Absolutely. Just checking to see if there's anything else that we can put any resources into, any cash. Most things are at this point maxed out for our tech level. Or are already constructing. One or the other. Very little that we can actually do there. Now we could start developing some of our neighboring areas. That is something that we could spend this money on. The question becomes, but why, though? I like how there's Asturias and Catholic Asturias. Just wondering if we have good claims on this. We have mediocre claims. What about Catholic Asturias? Oh, okay, one of our wives died. Sure. Catholic Asturias. We could Holy War for Kingdom, or Holy War for Duchy. Or just do a Conquer Duchy, which would probably be better for us. I mean, that wouldn't be terrible. And then there's this little bit of Francia over here. This is an Empire level realm, right? Yeah, that's an Empire tier realm. Okay. That is a de jure, a couple of de jure claims. I'm not actually sure where these are. Yeah, I actually don't know. Yeah, they have several kingdoms there. Oh. The Prince of Aquitaine would become our vassal. This is interesting. This is much less interesting. This is even less interesting. But this one is very, very interesting. This is a really nice CB. It cleans up this little area of Francia. It gives us all of Aquitaine. Gives us some nice, sweet border gore up here. and takes, what is that, roughly a third of Francia's territory? Maybe a little over. Maybe even, that might be closer to like 40%. That is a huge land grab. And I love it. We're doing this. We are definitely doing this. I don't care about the cost at this point. What are we going to spend this gold on? I'm going to raise up troops in Barcelona. It'll take a while for our troops to get here, and we're going to go ahead and split them. Excellent. This is going to be very interesting. His capital's up here. We're going to have to see how we go about doing this war. There's not, I think, going to be a quick end to this war. Is what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, go ahead and do that. That's okay. So we'll just go ahead and get these troops raised up. We're raising up all of our troops. Like I said, I don't care about the cost. I just want to make this happen. And I don't think we might need to cap this if we want ticking war score, but we're probably not going to go after that for a bit. Or maybe just send a small force over there. Okay, so we'll group all these guys up, and we'll go in and attack. We're going to have to immediately start attacking over here. We're just going to group everybody up, I think. And then we'll split off a siege force and a larger battling force. We're obese currently. Okay, that's fine. We're actually still making cash, which is remarkable. Okay. We're going to go ahead and begin our siege, and we'll group all of our troops up here, and then we will head off into a few different areas. Now, we know that this guy has how many troops? 5,000? Okay. So we can actually split this into several forces. So first things first, we're going to split off our mangonels. There we go. And then our levies are going to get out of there, and they're going to... That's a little more than we need, actually. We're going to split in somewhere around this many levies. There we go. And then these guys, they're going to head over here. And I want to actually look... Yeah, okay. Good. I wanted to look at what the actual borders of what we're going to get was. Okay. We're just going to station besiegers here. Actually, we're going to split off somewhere around, I think, 8,000 troops. There we go. And then these guys, they're going to head over here. I have no idea where the French army is. We'll find out. Okay. They're fighting up here. Sure. We're going to split off once again around 8,000 troops. Or however many levies we have, actually. Is it just me, or is this a whole lot laggier when splitting this than it was before I got the 4K upscale going? That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. But splitting troops does certainly seem to be laggier. Not sure why that would be. I would think that would be CPU bound, not GPU. I don't know. Very, very strange. Regardless, we're about to finish up this siege, and we've not found the main French force yet. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to divide this force in half, and it's going to be levy troops. So we're going to split off the levy troops, and it's going to be roughly half of these will be levies. I think. I can't help but notice that this is apparently 12 or 20,000 levies, but we're... Oh, this is just a lot of really small levy groups. But these are actually on the bottom. Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll just divide this roughly in half, and this will just go to about there. That'll work. And then these guys, they are going to come over here, but they're going to be our primary fighting force. Excellent. This siege is finished. We'll move on up. So we're getting 11% per siege here. So that is certainly very, very nice. Very glad to see that. Of course, these sieges are going to take a while where we don't have mangonels, but that's okay. And where we do have mangonels is going pretty quick, actually. I don't see a French army. Down here, maybe? I have no idea where they are. They're not fighting these guys either. Which is this an actual... I want to look at this person. Is this an actual war that he's in? Oh yeah, he's in like 4 wars. That explains a lot. So we probably get this pretty much for free. I say for free, but I mean, since we're making money, this is kind of free. And none of those are actually worth any war score, so that's perfectly fine. Ransom was accepted, and okay. I see this force. We're going to pursue it with our main fighting force. We're going to abandon this siege. These guys, when they're done, they're going to move up and take this siege over. Okay. There we go. And we're going to fight this force. Wonderful. We caught him. This is going to give us a fair amount of battle war score. Ticking war score isn't going to be on our side, perhaps ever, in this war. Because that'll be a lot of sieging necessary. So that's fine. We'll go ahead and kill this guy's army. No problem whatsoever. Okay, that put us up to 29% war score. And we'll just chill here and siege a bit. They're going to retreat, and... Actually, we're going to pursue them. Are they going to retreat over this way? I believe they are. They're retreating up towards Bordeaux. We're going to pursue them. I do want to double check our succession. Looks perfect. Okay. That is great. We just discovered bailiffs. That, of course, means that we can get another domain holding. Now, we currently hold all of the main capital locations over here, which is absolutely fantastic. So, let's just go ahead and, I think, revoke this temple holding. There we go. And we can also build an upgrade here. That's wonderful. As well as here. We may as well. And anywhere else over here. Not in any that we directly hold. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's fight the French army again. Fantastic. Can I just say, it's a little bit insane that Air is currently invading France. That's always entertaining. I like it. Okay, so we're going to finish up this siege now, and we're just making our way up here. I do want to check to see the borders. Yeah, we're well within the borders here. We're at 37% on the war score right now. Oh, there's a schemer. Okay. Hello, pause menu. And we are going to continue chasing up this direction. Yeah, we'll take attrition. We don't exactly care. We can gain another, what, 23% from battles at least? So yeah, I mean, we're at 50% right now, and we're going to start finishing up a lot of these sieges. That's great. We're currently ill. We're going to send for a physician. We can absolutely afford one. No problem there. We'll pay for the experienced one. And we will do no more than what is necessary. Okay, we're even worse. We're likely to die, but our succession is sound. So that is fine. And we should be able to continue this war immediately. We shouldn't have an issue with that. These guys are currently fleeing from us, and we're going to attempt to catch them. We did indeed die. This is not shocking. And this is okay. So we will continue as this guy, and I want to make sure that the game is paused right now. Okay, we have a daughter as our player heir. That's okay. I want to make sure that this guy is our best commander. Yes. Let's go ahead and put in a marshal. I really want to put in this guy. But I feel like we have to get the powerful vassals on our side right now. This chancellor, we'll put in this guy. Sure. As far as stewards go, this is a little disgusting. We'll go with this guy, though. And Spy Master, this guy's actually pretty good at the job. That will be fine. And Grandamala, he's only skill 14. So we can actually put this guy in. He's the exact same skill. And it'll put him on the council, so, I mean, he's still going to be pretty angry at us, but that's okay. So we need a lifestyle. Of course, we're going to go stewardship, and we're going to go wealth focus. We already have taxman, so that's not terrible. Now, we're currently 2 above our domain limit, and that's okay. I do want to find us a primary spouse with very high stewardship. In fact, This would be a fantastic option here. Was this the one that was married to our father? Yes. Okay, we'll avoid that. We'll go for this one instead. Okay. There we go. And we'll make her be our primary spouse as soon as we can. There we go. So she will, of course... See, this is our family here. Not our family. There we go. We'll make her be our primary spouse. There we go. For that sweet, sweet stewardship. And then we will set her to manage domain. Now that puts us to 11 in terms of our domain limit. That's okay. That's not bad. We will go ahead and just grant this back to a low noble. Perfect. Okay, and now we'll continue this war. We should have no trouble with this. None whatsoever. So we'll fight these guys again. This will get us some war score. Our vassal's injured. Okay. That's fine. We do have a couple prisoners that can be ransomed. They're not counting towards war score. So we will go ahead and ransom them off. Excellent. And these guys will come over and siege this barony for additional war score. How are we doing up here? This battle is now won. Fantastic. That puts us up to 66%. And we can continue. I do want to take a look at our children situation. Okay, yeah, we don't really have any children. We should probably go for people with halfway decent congenital traits here. And I think we'll go for... Hale will be okay. That'll be fine. We do need to find another spouse, of course, for our piety. There we go. And one more. Okay. That'll do. Excellent. So we're fighting these guys a bit. These are not the French. That's not the French army. The French army probably retreated up towards their capital, is my guess. However, we're a little bit low on our troop count, so we're going to retreat back over here and just finish up these sieges for the rest of our war score, I believe. That'll be okay. So as soon as this one is done, in 48 days, these guys can move up to Aurillac up here. That'll be fine. We're at 66% war score here. That is great. And we should probably, once we're out of this... Ooh, is he actually counting towards our war score? He isn't. Okay. Once we're out of this, then we will grant... Actually, we can grant the vassals to the rightful liege right now, and that's something that we're going to do. This will get us a lot of opinion, and that's why we held off on this last life. We did not want to have all of the... we did not want to have all of the stress because we were greedy, and we also wanted to have all of that opinion in this life. We do need a new marshal, and we'll put in this guy. He's not great, but he'll be okay for now. We'll replace him a little bit later on, and we'll be able to create all of these titles once we're done with this in order to get us up to the living legend again. So that'll be great. We'll have absolutely no problem with that. This siege is won, and these guys, they're going to come over and begin a siege over here. We're at 70% war score right now. And there's no ticking war score, and there's no French armies to fight currently. They'll probably show up again, eventually. But for right now, there aren't any. So that's fine, we're just going to continue sieging. And we're sieging at a pretty good rate here, too. We did just win this siege, and so we'll come on over here. That puts us at 81% war score right now. There's the French army. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys in here. We're going to group this together, and then we're going to split this so that the mangonels are over, and we're also going to split off levies until we have... Actually, this is good. We'll leave it like this. These guys are going to come up north, and their mission is to catch this second army of Paris, which I believe they will do. Excellent. We can also move in additional levies over here. We did just inherit something. Where is this? Okay, we don't need this. We will grant this off to someone who is the correct religion and culture. Perfect. Now, the guy whose claim we're pushing here. We're going to have a hook on him. I think we're going to be able to switch him over to Ashara. He currently might accept, but once we finish this, I believe we'll have a hook. We do need a commander here, and we'll put in this guy. Okay. We'll catch them here. We'll probably win. Yep, we won that one. Perfect. And let's take a look at this siege over here. Yeah, that's going a bit slowly, but that is fine. These sieges are still underway. Will this give us 15%? I kind of doubt it. Well, that's ominous. Okay, so we had a bad omen. That'll give us a moderate penalty to our health. But we should be okay. Oh, we died already. Okay. Oh, we died in battle. Oh. I didn't realize we were in battle. Sure. Sure. So, this is now who we are. This is very awkward. This is very, very awkward. So we should definitely be on a stewardship education here. And I'm actually leaning towards marrying this guy for his stewardship bonus. We'll do that as our temporary here. Okay. There we go. Now, that's only a betrothal. We will need to put in a new chancellor, and it'll be this guy. A new grand amala, and it'll be this guy. We will need to put in a new steward, and it'll be this guy. A new marshal. It actually needs to be this guy. And a spy master. That guy will do. Okay. We're gonna have dangerous factions. I didn't expect to die in battle basically immediately as that last guy. This is really unfortunate. Our aunt is our current heir. Okay. That wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing, but we're spindly and ill. This is going to be interesting. We're also going to have to hand off some of these territories, at least for now. Which I don't like doing at all, but we'll go ahead and do it. We'll hand off this one. We'll hand off this one. We will hand off that to a low noble. We'll hand off Makari as well. And that puts us at 7 of 6. For 96% war score here. Disabled building in Bogo. Yeah, that's fine for now. We'll have to grant this off as well. And we'll need to get these back slowly over time. I was definitely not expecting to inherit as this person. Okay. This is going to be interesting. We became the dynasty head. Okay. We're going to have a dangerous faction, though. We're going to have to deal with a lot of internal issues. There's no doubt about that. So, first things first, we need to get out of this war. That is absolutely the top priority right now. And to that end, we're going to consolidate troops over here. And we're going to look to finish this siege as quick as we can. We got to get out of this war, and it has to happen basically now. We're on stewardship education. That's perfect. And we don't have enough down here to continue this siege for the moment, but we will very shortly. Okay. So now we've got troops here, and we are going to assault this. If we can. Apparently we can't. Okay, now we can. Do it. Our brother is our player heir. Okay. That's not a terrible thing. That's this war done. Okay, let's go ahead and enforce that. Perfect. Now, we just inherited a war against someone. Who is this? Ah, this is up here. Okay, I'm going to put down these 2 units. We're going to send these guys up over here. It'll take them some time to get there. They're going to go by boat, so that won't be too bad. We'll let that go. Now, this guy is our vassal. We should be able to demand a conversion using a hook, and that's something that we'll do. We just gained a level of fame there. That's good. He refused. Well, that was rude. That was very rude. Well, we'll make our way up here and deal with this war. In the meantime, most of our troops are... Actually, I think most of them are still here. But we did put some of them down, so those will be regenerating. And we do have these dangerous factions that we have to deal with. So first off, the Liberty faction I actually don't care too much about. These two I do care about. This one is the more threatening one of the two. And this guy, I want to arrange a marriage with her. Half-brother and player heir. That would actually work. Do it. Fantastic. So that gets him out of that faction. And in fact, disbands that faction. Great. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to see how we can manage to deal with this situation. It's going to be interesting. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. I will see you all next time.